thoughts on a video I saw from the Young Turks. The Young Turks YouTube channel. I've watched a lot of their topics, and I was watching one particular video. They were talking about this dude that got arrested because he was on a gaming site, or one of them networking sites for the gaming, I guess, where you talk to each other, probably the networking part of it, where people blog and talk about gaming or whatever. And I guess he was arguing with some other dude, and whether call him crazy or something on that order, and he sarcastically makes a reference, yeah right, I'm gonna go to a school, and I don't know, saying something about going to some establishment or school and then killing a bunch of people and then eating their hearts, or whatever the hell he said. But he said just kidding, or along with the comment. My opinion on it, if anything of the like, I mean, the way I do my sarcasms are different. I wouldn't really go that far. For one thing, you know, if you didn't commit any crime yet, all they should be doing is investigating you or whatever. And if somebody wanted to come and give you a warning about which you can get in trouble with, that's fine. Like police coming to your door and giving you a warning about something, that's one thing. But arrest somebody and then go to bring them up on charges, but I'll have to follow that up. I'll have to follow up on that and see if there's any new results about that, or if they actually charge the dude or not, or whatever. But arrest somebody just for making a sarcastic comment. I know people were getting in fear because there's people going around shooting people or doing this and that. That's always been going on, but they're going to make society so damn scared of every little thing people say. And what I don't like about it is what's going to happen next. You know, they're going to start like lowering the bar and say something that has nothing to do with killing anybody. And if anybody, I mean, I don't know, you can maybe say something, or if anything, you say don't even, people can turn around, and I think that's it. When they're the shit they're gonna do and arrest people for every little thing they say, it just gives people the what do you call it, the foot in the door to be able to say, even if you didn't threaten to hurt or kill or maim anybody, every single word in a vocabulary, if you look for it, can sound like something violent. You know, if you don't like somebody, and then damn near anything you say can be a code for you're gonna kill them or hurt them or something like that. I mean, I always I worked in a lot of different, like, couple of different places where it was a common thing for people to say things to each other and then say, just kidding, you know, say shit to each other like they're joking. Sometimes they are, and then sometimes they don't really like each other, so they're civil, and they slip little things and they're like they're kidding, but never really gonna do it. A lot of you guys watching, you were probably around shit like that all the time, you know what I mean? But I always said too that if people want to, they can, even if you're not threatening anybody, they can find words in your sentences to make, if they don't like you and all that, they can say it's a code for something. Because I always, people I work with too, if people got a filthy enough mind that every little thing that has nothing to do with dirty talking, that I worked with people that were masters at making every little thing, every little word out of another person's mouth sound like a sexual innuendo. I'd have to, this would be a long video to give you any examples, but if you guys want to put any examples in text, you're welcome to it. But I worked with people that had filthy enough minds that anything that you casually say that's work-related, I mean, having to do with the materials we were handling or the objects we were packing or whatever. You guys work in factories, you probably can come up with something, or maybe even truck drivers, you know what I mean? And we did that just for fun. but, of course it's not cool to say anything derogatory to any other employee or anything, but, that's you got a basic idea what I'm trying to say too. Another thing too, people shouldn't be. I wouldn't really want to go and be that sarcastic. I'm not sticking up for the authorities, but I think we gotta watch what we say nowadays too, and don't go that far and say something out like on the internet. I know there was that Marine. That ex-Marine that made a comment on Facebook, like sharpening the axe and saying this and that, which he wasn't even saying anything that bad as far as I'm concerned, you know what I mean? And they go and arrest him and give him a psychological evaluation or whatever. And the same token, you gotta watch what you say, but at the same time, are the people gonna be so damn scared of every little thing that they're gonna arrest people for every little thing they say? But then there's also the privileged people that can say a thing too and then get away with it, too. Double standards and all that stuff too. But I could give you an example. I mean, a lot of you people that have YouTube channels probably got some examples that people might want to egg you on and say some kind of crap about you and hoping you'll say something back to threaten them on the internet. Like, for example, I had a guy that doesn't like the things I do on YouTube. I guess I looked on his YouTube channel and, he had no videos, under anonymity, and he is the British version of an American progressive that, I guess, he not only don't like guns, he don't like anybody being able to physically do any kind of exercise or anything extreme of any kind that makes you appear the slightest bit violent or anything. That I guess expects everybody to be just passive and not walk around, do any kind of physical fitness and walk around with a chip on our shoulder like the rest of us. So he didn't like one of my videos or something, and he says some kind of junk about Buffalo Bill from the Silence of the Lambs movie. And I'm like, well, I was saying, I made a video about that, and I said, for one thing, Jodie Foster shot that guy, and I think she was cool for doing that, but that character had nothing to do with, I told him, instead of, if I wanted to, he says, oh yeah, you look like a guy that, nobody wants to go near your cellar, you probably have bodies in the cellar or some kind of things like that. And I'm like, well, geez, I could have told him a sarcastic joke, right? I could have said something on the order, a list of certain things that I ain't gonna go on and on about. I could have said, yeah, that's right, I gotta quit all kind of bodies in my cellar and all that stuff. But instead, I chose the other, I chose a lot better way to deal with him, which some of you guys watching, you can do with people in the actual world and people right next to you. If they say any kind of shit to you, instead of saying sarcastic threats, if they say something to you, it's better to belittle them instead. So what I did with this other YouTuber that tried to compare me with Buffalo Bill for the Silence of the Lambs, just because I do fist push-ups and some of my other club bell routines and all that, I told him, I said, I know the movie. I said, exactly how? I said, can you tell my viewers in a blog explain exactly how I can get categorized like that? Exactly how? I mean, I chose to belittle him instead, and just started instead of making sarcastic remarks about killing people, I made as many belittling remarks as he could, and I pretty much dared him to say in comment exactly, tell my viewers and anybody else watching this blog, whether they like me or not, exactly how you watched any of my videos of any of my activities, fitness activities that you dislike, and how will you manage to watch one of the videos and you get out of it the Silence of the Lambs and Buffalo Bill, which in that movie the guy he was referring to was wearing night vision goggles and killing his victims, and he had his cellar. He didn't practice any activities in the movie anywhere near what I do. So I'm just trying to say, like some of you guys, you know, if somebody says something on your YouTube channel or say something in real life, instead of sarcastic, if they call you crazy or call you anything, instead of sarcastically talking about killing people or any kind of thing, all you got to do is, it's better to sarcastically belittle them and tell them exactly where you're getting at. So this guy, I hammered him with a bunch of comments. Well, I didn't go on his channel to do it. So I actually stood on my channel and just kept making comments to him, because once they make a comment on your page, you don't have to go to their channel and do it, because you could go to their channel and do it, but yeah, God forbid you get accused of stalking them. And hey, they made the comment on your channel first, you know, so yeah, belittling him is actually better. And the guy didn't have no answer back, so since he's under anonymity, they don't have to give you any answers back, so they don't show their face or anything in videos and all that, so they don't, unlike you and me on any YouTube channels, they don't want to actually face anybody with any of their things they're saying, because you know, there's no person farther from reality than some critic that tries to egg you on to say something about you and say you're deranged or crazy or something, and wants to egg you on to make a sarcastic remark to so that they can get an excuse to turn you in for some kind of crap. And it's just easier just to belittle them instead. It's more fun to just belittle them instead, you know. So I would just give you a ballpark idea. And yeah, there's a lot of people that yeah, they don't like you walking around like some chip on your shoulder just because you engage in some kind of physical fitness activities, which you do for the purpose you can walk around with a chip on your shoulder and just walk by all cocky and everything. That's the thing too. That's what I'm advocating in my channel too. Not that you're going to run out and hit somebody for some stupid shit, you know, just because they cursed you or said something against you, whatever. My thing is, what I'm advocating is to be able to fit enough to do something, but don't do it so you want to, just because you want to go out and hit somebody every chance you get. You do your activities or whatever, or martial arts, so you can walk by with a chip on your shoulder and not have to give a crap about anything anybody says. That you can just not be intimidated by anybody who drives by in their car and tries to get a deeper or more manly voice, or try to make their voice sound more scary and say some shit while driving by, or if a couple people in a crowd standing in the corner or in the mall want to say something ignorant, and you could just walk by with a smirk on your face. That's my primary purpose, really. So anyway, my thing is, anywhere you're at, there's going to be people that are going to say some kind of crap about you and egg you on to go and say something sarcastically so they can go and turn you in and say some kind of crap. But it's there's a lot of better or smarter ways to do it. Don't fall into the trap. I think that's fair enough. That's it for this video. It's my 15 minutes.